All right, so was this chauvinistic or not? That's the only question I need you to answer, but I got to give you the full backstory first. So last night, this was last night, Saturday, whatever the heck it is, August 2nd it was, or something like that. But anyway, I asked this girl if she wants to go hang out for a little bit, okay? Not on a date or anything, just hanging out. We're old friends, just go chat it up a bit. But we've had kind of bad luck going for walks or whatever. We've been to Noble Woods in Hillsboro, Oregon, and there was a body in the water while we were walking, and it was like, crap, man, we don't want to be here. Another time in another park, there was a half-naked dude with a knife that the cops were trying to take down. So it's a less than fortunate area. And so we decided to go to a different park last night. We go walking around for a bit, and at the very end, this park's kind of, the parking lot's kind of secluded. And it's dark, lots of trees, it's about 9:30 at night or so. And these two dudes are running their mouth back in the back corner, not at us or anything. There's her car, my car's about 100 feet away, and then they're about 50 feet away, diagonal in between us. And they're running their mouth. One of them is getting out saying that he wants to just jump out and go pop, 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 pop. And it said it'll be easy, as quick as pie. And his buddy's like, yeah, but what if this, this, and this? And we can't really hear what they're making out. It's annoying me because they keep cussing, they keep doing all this. And so I start making comments that we got a bunch of thugs out tonight, you know, lots of bugs, mosquitoes, bugs and thugs out tonight. These guys is cripping, whatever it happens to be. And they get annoyed with me, but they don't really say anything. And about 10 o'clock, maybe 10:30, okay, one of them gets a phone call. And then I don't know what he says to this dude, but it's something. It had to have been something to the effect of "we're on," because that guy all of a sudden comes running to the car, jumps in, they peel the car out, and they bail out of the parking lot. They go down the road. Within 30 seconds to a minute, we hear pop, 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 and she's looking at me like, "Holy crap! They just went and shot somebody." And I'm like, yeah, I don't know what they did, man. But a minute after that, maybe 2 minutes after that, their car comes speeding up and gets back into that parking lot as quick as they can and stops and sits there looking at me. And I just sit there staring at them. And I tell her, you might want to get in the car and start it. And but I stay there staring at them for a second. They turn around, they go back to the stop sign on your way out of the estate there. And it's a state where they have wedding venues and things, where they were basically, it looked like they were hiding their car. We don't know what they did. We don't know if they actually took shots, but there was definitely gunfire a minute after they left, you know, 30 seconds to a minute after they left. Anyways, they're parked up there. One of them gets out, runs behind the car, runs over across the street for some reason, and then comes back, jumps in the car peels out, and they take off. And she's like, they just threw something in the ditch. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. And she's like, should we go look at it? And I was like, how about you stay in the car? Okay, here's the first chauvinistic thing. I asked her to stay in the car. I'll go look at it if she really wants me to. And anyway, we go check. She doesn't want that. She lags behind me a little bit. We go walking over there, flashlights and everything, check the ditch. Nothing in the ditch that we can see. There are a whole lot of bushes there and everything. We head back to the car, and that car speeds by like 2 or 3 times, right? And slows down right at the corner there like they're looking at us, and then speeds off again. And all I can think in my head is, okay, they really did go shoot somebody up, and now they're worried that we saw them and can say something. So I tell her, maybe it's time we get going here. We still keep talking, though. And they come back in a different car. They had gone up the hill, ditched that car. They came back in a different car, pulled into the parking lot, stopped, then turned around and left again. Then they came back like 2 minutes later and were parked up behind her. And I tell her, okay, you need to get in your car and you need to get the hell out of here. And then I'll walk to mine. But I need to make sure she's out of the parking lot before that happens. And she's like, I don't want to leave you. And I was like, I promise I'll be okay. Just please get in the car and bail. And my thought process is definitely a worldview is if there's something going down, the guy goes down first. And I realize a lot of people are going to say that's chauvinistic, but that's the way I was raised. I'm not trying to be a tough guy or anything like that, but it will be worse for me and my ability to survive if they come out and want to get down, if she's standing anywhere nearby. Even if she's trying to help, I'm not trying to be mean, but my head's going to be on her and making sure she doesn't get hurt, and not on whatever I have to do with these two dudes who look like they might have guns. Anyway, we argue for a second, and I say, please just stop talking and please just get in your car and go, please. And finally she concedes. She says, okay, and she slowly drives out. The car stayed parked up there. She drives out and leaves. I get in my vehicle 2 minutes later. I make sure she's completely gone off the road. I get in my vehicle 2 minutes later, and I back out, and they follow me. Okay, and I kind of annoyed, but I don't really want to do anything yet. I get to the top of Corny Pass, And this Cornelius Pass is just outside of Portland. I get to the top of Corny Pass, and I'm like, I don't like people following me. And so I slam on the brakes, pull my car over, and I jump out. And they slow down. It's the same two dudes. And I haven't told her this yet, but it's the same two dudes. They stop, they flip me off, and then they speed off. They don't do anything. They just speed off at that point. I get back in my car and go home. That's the end of the night. The main question and the main thing, aside from whether or not she should call the cops or any of that stuff, that's not the question. The question is, am I a chauvinist for telling her she needed to leave first? Okay? Because I know a lot of people in the new age are like, women can do everything men can do. I'm not saying they can't. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm saying maybe for my own personal perspective, to save my life too, you don't get in the way. I'm not trying to be mean. It's not that you can't help. I'm sure you could help just fine, but I don't want to have to worry about you. I'm going to need my full mental capacity on them focused if they have weapons. And it turns out that they just wanted to flip me off and think that they were scaring somebody. But long story short, am I a chauvinist or not? Okay, horrible situation, Jenkins Estate in Hillsborough, which is a nice place. It's a wedding venue, man. What the hell is these people doing in there? And I don't know for a fact they went and shot people. They definitely thought they were trying to scare people, but I don't know if they went and shot somebody or not. But I haven't looked at the police reports this morning. But let me know what you think. Am I a chauvinist or not? Peace and hair grease.